What is up guys, Matt here. So today I'm doing a video. I haven't done a video in quite a few months now, and I'm actually using my camcorder as well instead of just using my webcam like I did for like the past half a year or so. So today I'm going to be doing a sort of advice video to CeX, not necessarily a rant, although I suppose it is a little bit of a rant. I'm going to try and be less ranty and more constructive criticism to CeX. I haven't really done a video like this to CeX in like 4 years, so I've sort of got new material to do on it because I'm pretty sure the stuff that they've added to CeX wasn't there 4 years ago. So there are going to be some similarities, but hopefully not completely similar. So I think about 2 or 3 years ago, CeX started selling retro games. And I was quite excited for that. But unfortunately, it hasn't quite gone to plan for them because, well, that's CeX. So, for example, I'm gonna start with the more recent thing first of all. So, I went to CeX a couple of days ago because I looked online and there was a game that I wanted. So I thought, okay, great. I head to my local CeX, pick it up. So I took it to the counter, and when I got to the counter and he went to get the game, he came back, no manual. Okay, that's not good. There was 2 games that I was gonna get. There was a £6 one which was a more expensive one, and the reason I actually went, and there was a cheaper one that was only 50p. The 50p one had its manual. Unfortunately, the £6 one was the one that didn't have the manual, so obviously I didn't get it. Now, right, for starters, the guy sort of gave me a bit of an odd vibe when I said I didn't actually want the £6 one because it didn't have the manual. Now, that made me feel a bit uncomfortable. You know, because it sort of gave me a bit of a... it was sort of like a judgy feeling. It was like he was judging me because I didn't want the game because it didn't have the manual. And I'm a collector. You know, I'm a collector. So I like to have my stuff with the manual in good condition. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not saying everything has to be perfect, but I do like the manual to be there, and the disc obviously to be working, and the case to be in reasonable good condition. Obviously no reprinted covers, none of that shit. So that sort of made me feel a bit iffy about CeX, even on top of all the stuff, all the problems I've had with them before. So going back to CeX beginning retro stuff, this is mainly for cartridge based stuff that I'm going to be sort of discussing, but they've sort of got a grading system like they do with phones, but they do it with games and consoles and stuff like that. So cartridge based games, right? So we'll go in order. There's unboxed, boxed, and mint, right? So obviously mint's the highest condition, boxed is the middle condition, unboxed is the lower condition. Now unboxed is pretty self-explanatory, it doesn't come with a box. Boxed, again, self-explanatory, it comes boxed. Mint condition is where the lines get a bit iffy. Mint condition means it comes boxed, in good condition, with the manual, you know, and everything else, inserts, cardboard packaging, stuff like that. So that's fine. Now here's the problem. I was going to get an example off the shelf, but I don't really need to. Right, well actually I can do, but it's not necessarily going to be a good example. So this isn't an actual one where they'll have 3 grades for it, but I can use it as an example. So Kingdom Hearts on the DS, it's a cartridge based game, right? So say I wanted this, say I didn't care about a box, say I didn't care about manual, anything like that. You know, you could in theory just buy the cartridge so you'd pay unboxed price. Okay, so that's fair enough. But say you actually did want it with a box, right? So fair enough, you want Kingdom Hearts box, right? So you just get the box and the manual, not the manual, and the cartridge, fine, right? Say you want it mint condition, you want Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, mint condition. So you buy the game, case is goodish condition, there's nothing wrong with it, it's not a reprinted cover. Open it up, comes with the manual, comes with a cartridge. Simple, right? That's how it should go. But, and this is a big but, here's the problem. With like the retro ones, so say Game Boy, NES, SNES, N64, the ones that actually come in cardboard boxes. So unboxed is simple, you just get the cart, in theory. Boxed again, simple, you get your cartridge in the box, in theory. Mint condition, good condition box, manual, cartridge, any other inserts, fine. But here's the problem with CeX. Say you buy unboxed, you might get, you're definitely getting cartridge only, you're not getting the box. But here's the strange thing, you might get the cartridge. I'll give you an example, actually. So, in my local CeX, everyone knows I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan, right? I bought the original Legend of Zelda on the NES, the gold cartridge one, right? From CeX, unboxed of course, because I've just got the cartridge only. And they had the manual with it. What the actual fuck? They had the manual with it. I'm not going to complain, because I pretty much got the manual for free. But what the fuck? Unboxed. Okay. Whatever you say, CeX. You know, odd. And that, it just doesn't make any sense. And here's the other problem, right? You might buy boxed and it might not come with the manual. So you might, you know, it's weird. Unboxed, you might get the manual. Boxed, you might not get the manual. Mint, you will get both. But even then, sometimes the mint isn't all that great. Sometimes the problem is with mint condition means different things to different people, right? CeX associate mint with having everything with it. I associate mint with having everything with it and everything being in mint condition, as in near perfect. Okay? But it's not always the case, and that's another issue that I have with it. So constructive criticism wise, going back to the PS2 game with no manual, can CeX not do something where leave the manual in the case on the shelf so I can open it up and see if it comes with the manual? Now, I understand people steal the manuals. I understand that. Hopefully, you know, hopefully that doesn't happen that often, and they shouldn't put the CeX people off keeping the manuals inside the cases. Obviously, don't put the games in there because then people will steal them. But the manuals, that shouldn't be a problem. So keep the manuals in the cases on the shelf so I can open it up, see if it comes with the manual or not, because that will determine whether or not I buy the game. Every time I have to go up to the counter with all my games, they have to go get the discs out, then they come back, no, it hasn't got a manual, okay, I don't want it, then they have to go put it back out there, and it's just a lot of aggro for me and them. It's aggro for everyone. So can you not either put a separate listing on the website where manual, with manual, without manual, or say I buy it online, select would you mind having one without a manual, or do you want a manual with it? Or put in the, like, make a like delivery note or customer note thing, please only send me a copy that has the manual, or something like that, because like that, you know, I'd happily fill in yes, I want the manual and stuff like that. You know, it's simple solutions for collectors like myself, okay? I'm sure CeX must realise this. Collectors is where the money is. Most people won't go and spend 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 pound on a retro PS2 game or a N64 game or a PlayStation 1 game. Most people won't do that. Most people just want to go in there and buy a 50p game, not a £100 game, okay? So the money is with us, the collectors. So you want to cater to us realistically, because that's where the money is. Okay, it makes sense. You know, our £100, that's a lot of 50p games from the random person that walks in, right? Think about it. Think about it. Think about where the money is. Okay, because everyone wins then. Cater to the collectors. You started selling retro stuff. Cater to it. Okay, because most people these days aren't interested in retro. Most people are only interested in what's current. And kids, obviously, that maybe don't have the newest generation console, the generation before. Not 4, 5 generations ago, 30-year-old stuff. Most people aren't into that. You know, and that's where the money is. But you have to cater to that. You have to cater to the collectors that like things to be in a good condition. Think about it. Think about it, okay? I'm pretty sure that's all I had to really discuss in this video. I hope it didn't come across as too ranty and it was more constructive criticism, because I would like these things possibly considered, because honestly it's a lot less aggro for everybody. Because that's why I'm not a huge fan of ordering from CeX online, because you're not guaranteed the manual. If I'm buying a £80 PlayStation 1 game, you're damn sure I'm not having it unless it's got the manual and everything with it, because I'm not. That's why I had to send back I think it was a £50 or £40 Cooler World PS1 game, because the cover wasn't original. That's fucking annoying as fuck. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you for the video. CeX, if you ever watch this video, especially people that work at CeX maybe, show them the video. I don't care. I'm not trying to rip your store to shreds. I admit I did it in the past, but I'd just like to see you cater to the collectors a little bit more, because that's where the money is, guys. You know it is. You know it is. People that work in CeX, if you like talk to your customers that are collectors, build up a rapport with them, keep stuff in good condition, don't throw shit around in the store, don't accidentally damage cardboard boxes and stuff like that, or rip the manuals. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it, because people are willing to pay good money for that stuff, okay? You know, just don't do it. You know where the money is. You know who the collectors in your local area are, because we're the ones that are eyeing up the retro stuff in the store and buying the niche stuff. Like, I collect steel books and slipcases. I literally have about 5 copies of Final Fantasy 13 because of all the different slipcases. You know, I'm a collector at heart, but I'm willing to spend good money on stuff as well when the condition is there and I'm happy with it. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. CeX, consider what I've said, and as always, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you on the next video. So see you later guys.